These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Indianapolis Colts. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. This is the tight end, Njoku. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. From the 31, Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Following the interception, Winston. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get him next time out.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre- and post-snap. but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Javon Kinlaw breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Winston going right side here, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Winston. That swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This defense for the Giants, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
19 yards there on the catch and run. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Hey, Charlie. Hey,
on first down, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it. The Colts at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks, got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Lawrence to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year? He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
I'm ready.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Here's Lawrence to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. He had already had an interception earlier. Now, Charles, he says, I think I'll get another, and I'll take this one all the way back for the score.
Well, you know how I feel about those defensive backs, especially safeties. They're certainly some of the best athletes on the team. They're asked to do a little bit of everything. And when you combine their athleticism with their field vision, those types of plays result.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Lawrence going to throw again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. David Njoku with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing rubble. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Takes it at the 7. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
He's got Njoku, his big tight end. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Lawrence will throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. They'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence going up top for Kupp. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways. But right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Jameis to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking for Campbell downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
First down, Winston. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jameis now on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain an 18-point lead.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence going up top for Kupp. And now here is another interception. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Takes it at the 7th. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone separate.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, yeah, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Winston. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. His tremendous season passing the football, it continues, Charles. That last throw puts him over 4,000 yards now on the year.
And he's still got the rest of November and all of December still to play. So to me, 5,000 yards, very much in play.
To the air again with Winston. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That ball caught by Campbell. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Touchdown! David Njoku with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here. He's got a man, complete! And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And the slot man goes in motion left. A 1st down throw for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starter is telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. Just unheard of.
Brandon, there was a time not long ago when 3,000 yards.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And Winston lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he will find his man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Right back to Njoku. Touchdown, Colts. David Njoku from 17 yards out. And the Colts have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Winston. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
The 2nd down throw for Winston. That's Samuel, caught left side.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time.
That could very well be a defining play of this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! David Njoku with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Colts have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Winston now to throw on first down. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have regained the lead. Winston to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have yet again retaken the lead. Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here, plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw into the hands of Andrews. Finding room at midfield. Big strides. Look at him go. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Winston to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Winston. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
One last shot now for Winston. Touchdown, Giants! Mark Andrews finding the end zone on the game's final play. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Giants, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.